The New York League of Conservation Voters is a statewide organization. We're nonpartisan, founded in 1989 by a bunch of committed environmentalists from upstate and downstate who truly care about this environment that we call home here in New York. The environment is a nonpartisan issue. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, we all drink the same water, breathe the same air. So it's important that we take that same nonpartisan approach to selecting our candidates when we're looking for endorsements. We have chapters in Westchester as well as other parts of the state. And this chapter in particular, with the beauty of the Hudson River and the Long Island Sound, and from Yonkers to Yorktown, there's so much great environment to preserve and to conserve. Well, everyone who's coming to the polls should be equipped with the knowledge of who's out there protecting the environment. Everyone says they're green, but there's a big difference between those who walk the walk and those who talk the talk. So it's very important for voters to understand that a record of accomplishment and an endorsement from New York League of Conservation Voters means that a candidate's record has been pored over, and we've looked at and we've scrutinized what their actions have been beyond their deeds and words and other kinds of political campaign pledges that they may have made. Well, we've endorsed Chuck for many reasons, and the first and most important critical reason is because of his record of accomplishment. He can do this job because he's done it before, and he's been our ally and strong friend for many years. We endorsed him when he ran for City Council President 2 years ago, and we've had a long-standing relationship with him. But cities like Yonkers need strong leadership. They need visionaries, but they also need practical people who can every day show up to work and roll up their sleeves and get the job done. And Chuck is so committed on so many different levels, we have no doubt that he'll be able to be that strong leader that we need in Yonkers. Well, there are several different things that we'd like to accomplish. First of all, operationalizing sustainability is key. There have been some good deeds that have been done, and Chuck's been a main player in this in terms of sustainability, which is the buzzword these days of creating economic and environmental opportunity hand in hand. The next step that needs to be taken by the next mayor is operationalizing that, meaning having the various departments from economic development to public works to environmental protection all working together hand in hand, in collaboration, and getting the job done. Things like sustainable development vis-a-vis transit-oriented development. We're right near the Yonkers train stations. I believe Yonkers boasts about 6 or 7 different train stations, and there are many different access points. Redeveloping those areas, some of them are along the waterfront, some of them are downtown areas, with sustainable development that includes affordable housing, but also walking, biking, all those sorts of complete streets, if you will, aspects to it is key. And the third part that we're looking forward to Chuck working on has to do with clean energy. And on a hot day like this, you can see that a lot of energy is being used to cool us off, but at what cost? And so we need to make sure that energy is being used efficiently here. There are a lot of rooftops here in Yonkers. They could be painted white, they could be greened up, and they could have solar arrays on there. And there's so much that we would love to see the Lesnick administration work. And those are just 3 ideas right off the top. Well, there are a lot of programs right now currently underway on the state and federal level, and to come on the local level as well. There are different subsidies offered by the New York State NYCLV, the Energy Research Development Authority. There's federal grants, etc., encouraging wind, solar, and things like that. But a lot of the work that can happen in people's homes can happen just as easily as better installation, running appliances at the appropriate times, dishwashers at night, air conditioning not all day, but maybe a half hour before you come home, setting your thermostat, etc. So there's a lot that people can do individually. But what we're hoping is that the City of Yonkers, in coordination with the state and federal grants that I mentioned, will help to incentivize a lot of those good deeds that are done individually to a much broader base.